welcome back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started with this week's video, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every single week about the newest episode of Teen Mom the Next Chapter. If that's something you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. So McKenzie is now 4 weeks pregnant. She says all my babies were 10 pounds and in the NICU because of my diabetes. Everyone always goes back to my pregnancy with Bronx and how bad that was. And she says this like, ugh, my haters bringing up the dangerous pregnancies. But it sounds like the haters just don't want you to die. That's why there's been a little bit of controversy surrounding Mackenzie's pregnancy. Like, she shouldn't really be getting pregnant again because of all her health issues. But at the same time, she's finally in a good relationship, so people do like to see her finally having a baby with someone who is not a loser. Let's not tell anybody about the pregnancy until at least 13 weeks. Not even my dad. And I've been worried recently that legally, if something happens to me, the kids will go to Josh. Addie gets a small cyst on her hand. Leah's sister was worried about it being cancer, but Leah says it's just a ganglion cyst. She's getting surgery to have it removed, and Jeremy will be there. I haven't seen him since I took him to court. I wonder if his girlfriend is going to show up. Cheyenne takes Ryder to the hospital. She was throwing up, and with her condition of VLCAD, she needs to be able to keep food down. She can't fast with her condition. Briana tells her friend Shirley that she wants her tubes tied. Is that permanent? Yeah, they can't glue them back on. Honestly, I just think that Briana saw that Kale got her tubes tied recently, so she's like, I need to do that too. I just want to focus on other things, like traveling. I'm trying to track down Lewis to sign consent for Stella to go visit Japan. Stella has Lewis's last name, which causes problems. When I went to Canada, they asked for a consent letter for Stella. I don't have Devon on Nova's birth certificate, so they never asked for one for her, and we never have issues with Nova. Lewis has been absent for 2 years and puts forth no effort. I shouldn't have ever put him on the birth certificate. I thought I was doing the right thing at the time. Next is Ashley. I haven't talked to my mom. I'm extremely irritated. She's not supporting me. So she meets up with her mom, and the first thing that T says is, that last conversation could have used a bit more emotional intelligence from you. Coming in hot. All I do is show up for you. Mom, you have to support people how they need it, not how you feel like they need it. Oh, thank you, Ashley. You took something that you knew wasn't personal and you made it personal. I was pissed. Well, for me, I had just gotten back from the cruise like 3 days ago. I did my job helping you. I supported you the whole time you were on that cruise. And MTV comes through with the evidence. Shout out to MTV. They show a clip where Ashley's talking on the phone to T, and T asks her, have you been by the house to check the plants? Make sure you check in with Booga too, which Booga is the nickname for Ashley's little sister. So I'm on Ashley's side here. She's actually kind of right. T just says, if you say so, Ashley. You know, if you don't feel that I supported you while you were on that cruise, then it's my turn to walk away from this conversation. Leah takes Addie to the surgery. Are you nervous? No. But are they going to give me an IV? What's that? Well, it's a needle that goes in your arm. And Addie says, I despise that. I feel you, Addie. We get a brief glimpse of Jeremy and his girlfriend from the outside of the hospital window, but all he does is ask Addie if she's nervous. Girlfriend doesn't say anything. Later, Leah says, I'm shocked that he actually brought his girlfriend, but I could care less. Which, Leah, like, either you're shocked or you don't care. Like, I don't think it could be both. Shocked is a strong emotion. Leah shoves a camera in poor Addie's face right before the surgery, and she gets this well-deserved dirty look, which I love. Addie's sense of humor is, like, very much my style. I kind of love her. Mackenzie visits a lawyer to discuss Josh. Our divorce was settled outside of court. I drew up whatever papers that I could online. I couldn't afford a lawyer. He signed them, and then we didn't have to go to court. He said that if he doesn't have to pay child support, that he would transport the kids for his visits. But he doesn't even do that. He never works or helps with anything. What if I died? Where would my kids go? And the lawyer unfortunately confirms they would go to Josh. The only way that they would go to Casanio is if Josh agrees. Do you think that he would allow it? I mean, he let a man raise his kids full time. Roasted. So, Mackenzie, how do you know that you are for sure divorced? I got the paperwork. Well, I looked it up in the system, and you actually are not divorced. And I actually remember the episode years ago where Mackenzie served Josh with papers that she got from, like, myfreecourthousepaperwork.com or something. Like, very sketchy type of stuff. And I remember that Josh was literally laughing because the papers looked so fake. And Josh has the IQ of a rock, okay? So for him to discern that those papers were fake, they must have been pretty fucking sketchy. So I am not surprised that this is happening now. Ryder gets home from the hospital. The issue that she had was found to be just a stomach bug. Cheyenne goes out with her mom. She says, Corey irritates me. He didn't stay long at all at the hospital. Ryder even told him, I want you to stay. And he said, no, it's okay. Your mom got it. Like, what's your excuse? Taylor was out of town and your girls were out of town when that was happening. No, Cheyenne, you don't get it. Like, that is the exact reason why Corey had somewhere else to be. He probably had like at least 10 Tinder thotties lined up outside his door to hook up with while Taylor was gone. His lack of energy is just him not taking this seriously. I'm really non-confrontational, so I let things go, but this is festering. I should say something. Her mom says, you're not going to get the response that you need. I know. He probably has zero clue I'm even annoyed with him. Don't have a baby with a stranger. Corey later comes to visit Cheyenne, and this scene is entirely pointless because Cheyenne says absolutely nothing to him about him not staying for Ryder. Non-confrontational indeed. No storyline indeed. Briana texts her mom that Lewis is on his way over to sign Stella's travel papers. Can you come over in case this doesn't go well? And I'm just like so tired of 30-something-year-old Briana needing her mommy to come supervise the Lewis drop-off. Lewis's lazy ass is not going to do anything, okay? Briana asks Stella, how do you feel about Lewis coming? I don't know. Do you want to see him? I'll let you decide. And totally unrelated side note, but there's a character on their fridge from the show Total Drama Island. Did anyone watch that show as a kid? I love that show, so it's good to see a little callback there. Didn't know that kids still watch that. Briana gets Stella alone in a room, closes the door on the camera crew, but we still hear the conversation. Stella says, I haven't seen him in a long time. It's been a whole year. But if he wants to see me and you said no to him, then that would make him feel bad. Don't you worry about that. It's his fault, and that's your boundary. Roxanne arrives, and shortly after, so does Lewis. McKenzie's lawyer tells her that a parenting plan was filed in the court, but that the judge never actually dissolved the marriage. I just inserted a baby in me, and I'm still married to him? Well, when people don't use a lawyer, this is what happens. Did you get a final judgment? Yes, I did. Can I see it? No, it's in my filing cabinet. Well, let's see if it exists. Addie's cyst removal procedure went well, and she just goes to sleep afterwards. When she wakes up, Leah asks her, what's your pain on a scale of 1 through 10? And she says 6. Well, they prescribed you some hydrocodone pills. And then, Leah goes into like her PSA mode about how the pills are addictive and blah, blah, blah. Don't use them unless your pain gets unbearable. And at the end of the conversation, she's like, I like your makeup. And Addie says, just because you don't feel good doesn't mean you can't look good. Shout out to that, Addie. Back to Ashley. She tells her mom, I took food over to my sister every day while you were gone. Well, I wasn't aware of any of that. What are you talking about? T, like, MTV just showed footage of you literally asking Ashley to go over there. Let's not play dumb. Who do you think was feeding her? Her father? You knew he wasn't going to. I didn't know that. I was blindsided. You belittle me so much, and you're a diva. No, I'm not. And side note, how lame is Ashley's stepdad that he can't feed his own child? Like, what were you eating all those weeks, sir? I know that, men can't cook, that's a stereotype, but can you not use, like, some of T's cruise paycheck to buy her some food? Like, why are you not feeding your child? Ashley gets up, and they both leave angry. Have a good one, Ashley. Yeah, you have a better one, Mom. My mom cannot take accountability. Holly can see her still, but I need a break from her. And then in the parking lot, Ashley yells to T, you are a victim until the end of time. And then Ashley says, perhaps, one of the most iconic lines on this show that I have heard in years. And this is a direct quote, minus the cursing, I took some out. She can kiss the blackest part of my asshole, and I bleached my asshole, so she'll have to dig pretty deep. That is the Ashley that we have been missing. McKenzie breaks the news to Casanio that she is not divorced. What? Yeah, it's not in the system. I didn't bring the paper, which was supposed to be online, but I'm gonna have to look through my filing cabinet, and if my paper is not real, then we'll have to do this divorce process all over again. With a lawyer, the right way this time. I'm engaged to a married woman? If I die, these kids are doomed. They'll go straight to Josh. He can't even take care of himself or raise himself. That's why he lives in his mom's house. I'm loving the shade towards Josh in this episode. I have no peace of mind. Lewis arrives to Briana's house, but he's not mic'd, and they don't get close to him for some reason, so we just get this weird far-away footage from the cameraman, like, hiding in the bushes. Briana tells him, I spoke to Stella. She doesn't want to see you. It's okay, I get it. Here's the paper signed. Everything else is good. And I brought her and Nova some gifts. And I'm like, Jesus, this is like almost as bad as Amber's cracked out gifts. Like, hey guys, I was gone for 2 years. You want some Barbie dolls? Roxanne pulls Lewis off to the side for a little chit chat. She's done this at least 10 times on this show, and it's always the same thing. It's like a teacher scolding a kid, you better do your homework, and he's always like, yeah, I will, and then he never does, and nothing ever changes. She says Stella was crying so much, but she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. I get it. She's confused. She was excited, nervous, then crying and laughing. She's at a tender age where you can still have a relationship with her. I definitely will. Yeah, you definitely won't. Later, Roxanne asks Briana why she didn't tell Stella about her dad visiting earlier. She says, I don't want to get her excited just for him not to show up, which has happened before. We always have the same conversation, Mom. This is the 3rd time that she said she doesn't want to see him. And I'm glad Briana called this out on the repetitiveness of this. You can give Lewis as many timeouts and chats as you want. That man is set in his ways. And apparently he has like 2 more kids that he also doesn't take care of, so whoever is choosing Lewis to be their baby daddy, I have some serious questions for you. In her confessional, Briana says that this basically solidifies her idea to get her tubes tied, because she doesn't ever want to watch another child of hers go through this. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom Next Chapter. What do we think of the fight between Ashley and her mom? Who do we think is in the right? What do we think about McKenzie's dumbass not getting properly divorced? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.